Hey guys, welcome. We're glad that you're here. We are super excited because this is our first official vlog of Pros on Production. And it's episode 1, so welcome. For those of you that have kind of stuck it out with us and stuck by us or whatever through the whole thing. And we're just glad you're here.
Yeah, we're here in MR Sterling Productions studio with our special guests.
Say hi.
How are you? What's up, guys?
Hey.
Congratulations again to Sasha Santana. Yeah, you figured it out. And we're at this point, it's funny, when we're recording, we don't know how you figured it out. So that's going to be a story for us to learn. So yeah, it's Black Friday, right? And what kind of got this whole thing started, and I'm just going to address this to you guys, kind of what got us thinking or got this whole process for me going was, man, if we're launching on Black Friday, it's the largest commercial event really of the year in America. One of you has a number. It's 300 and some odd.
$322 million is anticipated to be spent.
Or is it billion? Is it million or?
Did I say million? Billion.
Billion.
Yeah.
With a B.
Dollars. Yeah.
It's an insane amount of money. And so I got thinking about, and here's the thing. This is where I stand on it. I get it, right? I mean, sometimes sometimes these deals can kind of make the budget work. Mm-hmm. So it's fine to go shopping for your family and get a good deal and make Christmas happen. Mm-hmm. But there are a lot of families out there that Christmas really won't happen, regardless of how much of a sale it is or whatever. And I'm just thinking, okay, this is the perfect time of year to be thinking about our community and how we can contribute and give back. And so, do you want to...
Yeah.
I probably jumped ahead a little bit, but why don't you start us out? That way...
Yeah, sure. So this is Meredith Dahl. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, Meredith Dahl.
And Carl Edwards, Jr.
Junior? Yeah.
Which I found out you don't have to say. Carl,
Yeah.
It's all good. Either way's fine, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
You want me to go first?
Yeah,
Shall I go first? All right, I'm Meredith Dahl. I'm the executive director at CrossNet Ministries. Been here for almost 11 years now and just love serving and working in this community. We have an incredibly special and unique community, so it's just a real honor to be a part of CrossNet and to be able to serve here. I'm married to my husband, John. We have 2 kiddos who are 6 and 3, and we also have a 26-year-old that's part of our family as well. So very, very thankful to live here and be a part of what God's doing here in the Eastern Lancaster County School District.
Amen. Carl.
Yeah.
Yes, hello everyone. Carl Edwards, Jr. If you want to say that, you don't have to. My role is Youth Center Director at CrossNet Ministries. I've been here for 2.5 years now, which is crazy to think how fast time has gone by. I'm the outsider that moved into the community, and I echo what Meredith says. I love our community. I love the support that we get. I haven't seen a community like this that rallies around its people so much. I have a beautiful bride. Her name is Mary. We have 2 children as well, 6 and 4. And by the time you all watch this, I'll be complete a master's degree and graduating in a few weeks. So I just want to throw that out there. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
By the time this airs,
Congratulations.
I'll be complete coursework and graduating this summer.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, I hope our community can be a model, actually, for other
Yeah.
communities,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your ministry.
Okay,
Sure, yeah.
I'll talk and then you bounce what
Perfect,
I
yeah.
miss. So we're a Christian nonprofit located right here in the Eastern Lancaster County School District. Our mission is to offer help and hope in the name of Jesus Christ by providing and empowering people in our community. So our desire is to do 2 things. We want to build relationships with people so that Jesus Christ can be shared in those relationships. And we want to build resources in the lives of those who are under-resourced to help them be empowered, to see them kind of make steps in their journey. It's really our desire to kind of have relationships of mutual respect, that we can all learn from each other no matter what we're facing, no matter what journey that is in front of us, that we can learn from each other and we can walk alongside each other to have our lives be changed by the message and hope in Jesus. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so maybe you'll talk a little about how we do that.
Yeah, Mary just shared our mission, and the vision is broken up into 4 what we call pillars, and those are just the avenues or the methods we use to offer relationships and enhance resources. So we break those down into social services programming, food and nutrition programming, youth programming, and then community outreach events, which I'm sure we're going to talk about a little bit later.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't know. I have nothing to add to that.
Okay, all right.
That's excellent.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit how we as a community can be thinking about serving others.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
I know why you looked at me because I was supposed to say that.
No, it's all good. No worries.
So I'm gonna ask that question. Maybe we'll even delete this part. I don't know. Or maybe it'd be funny to leave it in.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of under-resourced people, here's I guess I would question this or pose this question two ways. How can we as a community be thinking of serving others, but maybe we need to talk about what under-resourced means, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Because that's a word. It might be new for some people. It's new for me.
Yeah.
So we often use the term under-resourced at CrossNet Ministries because the term poverty, we often think about the term of like finances, not having enough money. And we believe that someone who might be in poverty or that all of us might be lacking resources in certain areas. We could be impoverished with relationships or spiritually or physically. And so looking at poverty as a whole, there's so many different things that we can grow in our resources in. So we kind of use that term under-resourced, and we use that with our participants as well. So when participants are making goals, we actually look at 11 different resources.
Awesome.
And they kind of look at, hey, this is an area I'd like to grow on. Maybe it's an emotional resource. Maybe it's just having more friendships, more positive friendships in my life. Maybe it is increasing those financial resources as well. So that's kind of our heart and desire is to say, how can we all increase our resources together?
With those 11 questions, do they do it like by family or by individual? Like, would a kid do that as well?
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, they could as well. Yeah.
Yep.
Use that method
Right.
as we do case management with students as well too. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Now, as I think about the other question you posed as community, I would start at the foundation. If I would answer that question, I would say awareness. Awareness, I think, is the biggest issue as you look at a community, as you look at a family, as an individual. I think the most helpful thing is to remove whatever lens of consumerism you have. And as a Christ follower, I try to look at people through the lens of the gospel and the way that Jesus, I know it's easier said than done thing, but I think that's the foundation. And the second part of that is intentionality. And to be honest with you, the holiday season maybe isn't always as difficult for people as we think about under-resourced people. As I think about people in our community and those that I know, it's not about the lack of Christmas. It's really maybe about the loss of a loved one. And they aren't able to spend the holiday season with them, and they miss them. So I think awareness is the foundation, and then intentionality, as we talked about that number before, and this is the biggest consumeristic time in our year. Be intentional with that. As you think about your families, as you think about shopping today on Black Friday and what that looks like, be intentional with your funds, with your resources, and maybe think about someone else. Again, removing that lens of what you need, but maybe think about someone else in that capacity. Yeah.
That's great.
That's excellent.
Does CrossNet currently, of course, it's Black Friday, right? So the Extraordinary Grit Give has happened. The turkey, what was it called?
Turkey drive.
Turkey drive.
Yeah.
I was right. I was like, turkey drive?
Thanksgiving just ended.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So that's all in the past. But like going up into Christmas, into December, what are some opportunities for people to be aware of? And then, well, we'll get into that, but what should they be aware of that's happening?
Some programs and stuff so currently we are working on having families adopt other families in our community to make sure kids in the community get Christmas gifts.
That.
So we'll probably have 450 to 500 kids that need to be adopted, and there's still time to adopt a family. So if you're interested in that, you would get all the information and wish lists for each kid in that family and be able to know what their likes and their needs are and be able to kind of provide a special Christmas for them.
And some of those things that are on that list, Meredith and I talk all the time, and our team talks all the time. These are basic needs, right? These are kids that are writing down they need underwear. They need socks, These are basic things that you'll see a young person in our community. That's what you're going to see on that wish list. A lot of times, yeah.
So I can get the socks and underwear and then maybe something else.
Well, and then we always have wands on there, special fun.
Oh, yeah.
We want them to open something, something
like,
exciting as well.
Voltron.
Yeah.
That's probably not so huge now. I did that myself. Oops.
No judgment.
And you had said something about just being aware.
Yes.
And there's some statistics that we often always share just to help bring that awareness. And for the Elanco School District, the low income and poverty rate is 44.2% right now. And at 2 of our elementary schools, it's actually close to 50%. So that'd be 1 in 2 kiddos that would be considered financially under-resourced in our community. And so quite a few kids that would be eligible for this program. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I guess the very next question is, and I think we touched on it, but let's get more specific. How do you get involved? So let's say today I'm like, man, we want to adopt a family. What do we do? Do we call? Do we email?
All you have to do is call, email, go to our website. Either one of those email elenco
We'll throw all that up at the end.
Sure,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay, so it's very easy, and probably people could do this any time of year, because we kind of chatted about this off camera, that like it's not just about the Christmas season; it's every month after that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I don't mean this in any kind of rude way, but it's easy for people like us to be thinking it's the holidays and to think of others. That's easier than January, February, March thinking of others.
So those needs are still there.
Yeah.
Yes, they still go on. So I mean, I guess the idea would be like, it doesn't matter if it's January, March, February, April, whatever. We can show up anytime and say, hey, what are the needs? How can we help?
Yeah. And there's all sorts of ways to get involved, from helping with our food pantry or donating some time to the office or to a program, or we always have different programs happening that people can really be intentional.
Yeah. And all of those pillars that we mentioned, food and nutrition, social services, community outreach, youth, there are volunteer opportunities in every single one of them. So we like to say there's a vastness because we're different. So every person has their own niche and how they want to serve and get involved. So we believe that we have an avenue for any person to get involved. So plethora of volunteer opportunities. So,
Plethora. I love it. That's
great.
very cool. All right, anything that we didn't ask that, or whatever, anything you want to touch on your own that...
Well, if you're interested in getting involved, we love to give tours down at our facilities just to kind of see, where would you fit, or how would you like to use your time or talents or resources. So you can always contact us too to come down, get a tour, and check things out.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks again.
Yeah,
And,
thank you.
We appreciate
Should we wrap this up?
We should.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for joining us. And that's all I got. I guess I'll just,
Yeah.
we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.